In this video, we will see how to compute derivatives of inverse functions. So let's say we have some function f which has the inverse, and let g be the inverse of our function f. Now, of course, this means that if f at some point a is equal to b, you can write this as a is equal to the inverse function g at the point b. And in this case, it turns out that the derivative of this inverse function g at the point b will be equal to 1 divided by the derivative of f at the point a. And in the case when the derivative of f at the point a is equal to 0, of course you cannot divide by 0, and in this case this will mean that the derivative of g is undefined at this particular point b. Now, to see where this formula is coming from, remember that when you take a look at the graph of your function f, the graph of the inverse function will be symmetric around the diagonal y equals to x. Right? And that's because if a point AB is on the graph of f, then the point BA will be on the graph of this inverse function g. Now, if you take a look at the derivative of f at this point a, of course it will be equal to the slope of its tangent line, so you can write it as the rise delta y of the tangent line divided by the run delta x. Now, after you flip your graph around the diagonal, when you take a look at the derivative of g at this point b, you can see that the rise of the original tangent line, after flipping, it will become the run of this new tangent line. So now it will appear in the denominator, and delta x, which was the run, will now become the rise of this new tangent line, and so it will appear in the numerator. And comparing these two, you can see that we get exactly what we want, that the derivative of inverse at this point b is 1 divided by the derivative of the original function f at the point a. And in the case when this original derivative here was equal to 0, this means that the tangent line was horizontal, and after flipping it around the diagonal, this new tangent line will be vertical, so that means that the derivative of the inverse function at that point is undefined.